it a lot.
Well, as you can see, the hurricane struck on Sunday morning. It started, and the winds quickly got to 170 miles an hour, and we were okay in the upstairs living area, and then suddenly it got worse and worse, and we saw boats in the tremendous spray. You couldn't see anything for the driving rain and the tremendous wind, and then the boats started appearing in the mist and disappearing, and then in 2 or 3 hours the whole of the downstairs, which is the whole of the not the living but the bedroom area, was flooded to a depth of about 4 feet. When it got to 2 feet, we scarpered up the stairs, not liking the look of it too much. Soon after that, the window on the north side burst with a tremendous bang like this, and of course the wind and the rain came hurtling into the top floor living area of the house, and we then started to try and find somewhere to hide, for want of a better word, and we went into the upstairs toilet. The only problem there was water was pouring out of the central light fitting, so I was sitting on the toilet with the lid down and Marion was crouching in the corner. Anyway, it died down after a bit, about an hour or so, and so we went out. We saw a lot of destruction and a lot of boats all over the place, on land here at the house. And then it started again. Now it's coming from the south at the same tremendous speed. So there we were, the north window is broken and open, and the south one broke, the same exact thing, bang, like a gun going off, and in came the rain and wind from that end. So now it's going right through the house, and then we heard the roof tearing off, lots of the roof tearing off. So here we are, 50 hours later. It's still raining, and we're trying to figure out what to do. The only dry spot we found in the entire house, because rain is pouring into the living area on the second floor, and the bottom floor had been flooded to more than 4 feet. That water had gone down, but leaving a terrible mess of mud and rubbish and God knows what. But anyway, one reasonably dry spot at the end of the master bedroom. Of course, all the beds had floated off their bases, but we managed to get the master bedroom bed back onto the base, and although it was damp, the sheets were damp, everything was damp, but anyway, we've been sleeping like that and living like that now for about 55 hours. The good news is we brought the barbecue inside on its wheels. It's in the main living area, and it has a gas fire on it, and we've actually been able to heat water and heat some soup, so we're not quite dead yet, just half dead. No idea when we're going to get off. There is no communication whatsoever. So, all good fun in this interesting life. Thursday morning, so this is the 5th day without power or water or much of anything else. The plan today is that we're going to try and join in the line to get a helicopter to Nassau. That's what's been happening, so let's hope it works. Yesterday I went onto the island of Man of War. Grant Albury came across because there's a grocery store there, and I've never seen anything like it. It was total devastation. It's like a tsunami had come across. There isn't a building hardly standing. There are boats 50 yards off the water on the roadways, scattered everywhere. Right in front of this house, Howard Cherry's house, there are 8 boats right within the range of the house, and to the south there are another 10 on land, and to the north another 8 on land, all on land. I mean, how on earth they're going to do all this? I feel so sorry for the people of Man of War who live here year round. So off we go, hopefully to get a helicopter to Nassau. Well, 4.5 hours ago, at about 8:30 in the morning, I had intimated that we were expecting to be picked up by Grant Albury in his small boat and go across to Man of War, where we would go and wait for the helicopter and maybe get a ride to Nassau or Freeport. You may be able to hear one of the helicopters in the background right now, but unfortunately Grant never came, so now we're extremely concerned that Grant may have hurt himself, because he's a very active young guy, jumping from boat to boat and all that sort of thing, and we can't contact anybody. We don't know what's going on. And so that's a report from about 1:30 in the afternoon on Thursday. We've moved up the damp bedding from the bottom floor now up to the top floor, and it's drying in the sun, and hopefully this evening we'll be sleeping on the sofas in the living area. We are well supplied with vodka and soda water, and we've got some limes that have dropped off the trees here in the garden, and so about 6 o'clock this evening we'll be having vodka, soda water with limes. Well, after all that fuss and worry about Grant, we didn't hear from him, but then just 10 minutes ago, it's now 6 o'clock in the evening, and he was fine. It was because our radios weren't communicating, and he's coming back here in 10 minutes and taking us to his house on Man of War, and then first thing in the morning onto the beach to wait for the US Coast Guard helicopter, and then hopefully straight to Nassau, where we will once again have some form of civilization. So I'll talk again later. Thank you.